Right, back to Nagashino. I think this is the first time we'll be doing it from the artist's perspective, but I could be wrong. It's been 52 parts so far. No. Shingen started the march and Katsuyori just decided to keep going after his father died. And dear God, I wish I knew more about Katsuyori other than he was an idiot who picked the absolute wrong battle at the wrong place and didn't understand war even half as well as his father. Considering how much of an otaku for Western stuff Nobunaga was, I can't help thinking he should have been given a gun as his primary weapon in this game. But then, I suppose the armor he wears is enough proof of that. And how do you imagine you'll be able to change people? There's only so much that battle will achieve on that front. Keiji? Did nobody give you your own tent, or at least a sleeping mat? My lord, you just took a shot at one of your own men. A shot that could have easily become lethal if that musket didn't send the bullet in the exact angle you expected. Okay, that was a rather random way to start the mission, and makes me wonder if that's a hint that Keiji is going to betray the Oda in this campaign. Sure, that would certainly damage my loyalty to the clan, but I'm not too sure how Keiji took that shot to the face. Well, maybe it's just the fact that I'm not catching something in the culture that makes that scene make a bit more sense, but... I don't suppose we're going to be able to help Nobumasa, are we? Especially with how many enemies are between us and his castle, plus the fact that Nobunaga said not to advance beyond a certain point until the time is right. Well, maybe not for you, but for me, those enemies are just a bunch of indistinguishable bodies that will end up as part of our kill count. Hell, their officer didn't even bother joining the attack!
Yamagata Masakami, Shingen no koukei-sha ni 8 人 no.
Well, he certainly didn't get any screen time or mention in any of the other times we've gone through this battle. Hell, the guy is just important enough to be considered one of Shingen's best lieutenants, but he's apparently not important enough to, at least historically speaking, to have become a playable character even after 4 installments of the Samurai Warriors series. This is despite the fact that he wore very distinctive red armor that essentially ended up becoming the basis for generic samurai armor in media all over the place. Awkward place to land when you're setting trends, but not actually important enough to change the shape of history when you're surrounded by people who shake things up in numerous ways. Almost as awkward as the fact that we literally had to get from one half of the map to the absolute opposite half when using such a slow-moving character. I'd sell my kingdom for a faster horse, but then I don't have a kingdom. We're just a warrior that happens to be fighting for the Oda clan, and happen to be related to the current head of the Maeda clan. A head that will not become a playable character until the expansion of the second game of this series. Well, you could have sent more officers with your unnamed men, but I suppose that's what Keiji is for. And despite the fact that Keiji is making sure that Nobunaga's plan is going to succeed, he's not going to get the credit he deserves for it. The credit is all going to go to the rifles.
死して人を残す。さすが相手の
Now this is making me angry because we damn well didn't see this sort of patience from Katsuyori when we played as Yukimura. Do we have a specific route we're supposed to take in order to reach Masatoyo? Because I'm not sure what route will end up triggering things falling apart on us here. Apparently, not only is the enemy not going to react to us killing one of their officers, the future Shogun is going to keep struggling despite the fact that the enemy army has not moved. I'm sorry, but can we please make this battle make a bit more sense based on the things going on in it at the moment? Thanks for the praise, Mitsuhide, but apparently Nobunaga doesn't give a damn about skilled warriors on his side. If anything, he wants to remove the very idea of warriors in warfare by mechanizing it as much as possible, which, to be fair, historically was a bit more possible once muskets became more of a thing. And it's a reasonable enough goal since he wants to end the 100-years-long war. But I'm afraid the game mechanics mean his way of removing reliance on skilled, bloodthirsty warriors to fight is doomed to failure. Seriously! How do you adjust that sort of idea to work around the fact that you're dealing with guys that can shrug off being shot and casually kill people by the hundreds? That line might have worked better if you were fighting against an old warhorse like Shingen. Anyway, time to once again see the cutscene of the musket slaughtering the cavalry. The first time we saw this, it felt a little tragic. Now I can't find it in me to give a damn anymore.
So, 変わらぬものよ。裁きの時ぞ。
イルムだ、突撃を続けよう。次の卵見までに信長の本陣に突っ込むのじゃ。やれやれ、むごい戦だ。
Doesn't feel all that ugly to me, and it's not like the previous battle was especially epic for us either. I think Keiji's just pissed that he didn't get to fight for someone like Kenshin. Anyway, let's take care of the last of the cavalry officers out here before trying to find a way to Yukimura. Ah, so Yukimura is going to be charging at us. That should make things easier for us to intercept him. So for a second mission in a row, we're defying Nobunaga's wishes and making sure there are some survivors in this mess. All while we do the most work to make sure our lord wins the battle as a whole. I'm not entirely sure if they're trying to angle for Keiji to do an outright betrayal, but they're certainly making it clear that he doesn't belong with the Oda clan despite fighting for them. Son of a bitch! Doesn't look like we'll be able to intercept Yukimura this way. Guess we're going for an alternate route. I probably shouldn't have lost track of that horse we were using earlier. Well, at least we ran into him now, and he's got Konoichi with him. Considering Keiji is so good at tower control, it shouldn't be too difficult to take them both on at once.
としての最高の例だ。参られよ。
Little awkward to thank someone by fighting them when they're trying to keep you from dying in battle. But I suppose it's in character for both Keiji and Yukimura. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice we took you down there, Kunoichi.
大人げないなもん。
Lady, you hang around with a guy who lives for battle and he's having fun fighting someone else who enjoys battle. Don't be annoyed you got hurt when you tried to get between them, and just be pleased that Yukimura won't be getting himself killed by rushing through a bunch of muskets. Considering how badly the Takeda have been mauled, their morale should be a hell of a lot lower. On to the next nearest officer.
遅れは取らぬ。
敵に背を向けるなど本意ではないが。
Better that than just being another forgotten body in the mud.
ユキムラ、ここがお主の最高の死に場所だ。真田の力、信玄公の意志はそうじゃない。な。
Unfortunately, at this point, it feels like the will of Katsuyori. The man just doesn't know how to pick his battles and when to decide to pull out from a losing situation.
伏兵だぞ。敵将討ち取ったぜ。恩義を取ってはいけません。敵将討ち取ったぜ。
And now all that's left is Katsuyori himself, at least assuming that Shingen doesn't come back from the grave to try to salvage this slaughter.
やむをえん。行くぞ。
Right. So you only retreat when you've got nobody left to defend you, not when you could have saved some of your own men. Katsuyori, you are a stain on the legacy of Shingen Takeda, and I'm going to enjoy removing that stain, at least in this campaign, more than I probably should.
私の戦、お見せしましょう。
Sorry, going to be a bit too busy winning to care what you consider the true art of battle. And that does it. Yet another battle under our belt.
過去にしがみつく者の末路よ。
これが戦と呼べるのか。
Oh, come on! What was so horrifying about this battle, anyway? Especially because I distinctly feel that Mitsuhide isn't horrified by the fact that it was all made possible by one very powerful man that has a code of honor that nobody else in this army seems to.